All right, folks, good morning. We're going to give this a try. Um, Hope you're having a great day. We're going to get into section 12.4 today. Uh, we're going to switch from arithmetic series to geometric series and sequences. The difference is these series are going to be multiplication, right? So, or a ratio. We're looking for a common ratio for geometric series. Okay, so as we look here on this first one, letter A, and I divide 93 by 28 or 86 by 93 or 79, there's no pattern there. Okay, on the next one, if I divide, all right, so in letter B, what you notice is that this one goes down by -7. Subtraction. So that's back to being arithmetic. Okay? However, when we get to letter C, in this case, if we multiply by -2 each time, 5 times negative 5 times -2 is 10. 10 times -2 is -20. That's going to be a ratio of -2. That one is now going to be geometric. It's multiplication. In the next one, if we look here, 5 times 1/5 is 1. 1/5 times 1 is 0.2. 0.2 times 1/5 is 0.04. So that one is geometric also. Okay? So a geometric series is a series which has a, I'll blow this up for you a little bit, common ratio. Common ratio. And if there is a common ratio, then our formula is a sub 1 parentheses times the ratio to the n minus 1. Okay, we're going to use that formula quite a bit. Okay, all right, moving on our notes. Some of these similar problems that we've had with arithmetic, we're now going to do with geometric. Okay, we're going to bypass this first one, letter A. And jump to letter B. It says find the 9th term. Okay, we're told it's geometric. So the first thing we want to do is find R. Here, R is -2. There's a common ratio. So A sub 9 is the first term, which is -5, times the ratio to the n minus 1. 9 minus 1. That's kind of a bad one. Let's erase that. Jeez. There we go. Okay. So we're going to have -5 to the -2nd to the 8th. And when we compute that, that's going to be -1280. Right? Again, not too bad. Key is going to be remembering and using that formula up there. Okay. Got to make sure we use that every time. All right. Next one. Right here, our common ratio is 1/5. So we take our formula for a sub 9. First term, which is 5. The ratio is 1/5 to the 9 minus 1, which is 8. Finding the ninth term. All right. And we compute that out. All right, so that ends up being 1 over 78,125. So 1 over 78,125. Okay? All right. So there's one type of problem. Now let's move down and do a fill in the blank type problem. Okay? So here we go. We'll do the second one. Okay? Notice here I have the fifth term, which is 96. I don't have the sixth term, but I have the seventh term. Okay. Now, if we think back to what we did with arithmetic, we're going to use the same thought process. So, if I start at 96, okay, now in this case, instead of adding, we're going to multiply by r one time. Then we're going to multiply by r again to get to 384. Remember, these are multiplication because they are geometric. Okay? So here we will have 96 r squared equals 384. R squared equals 4 if we divide by 96. And when we take the square root, we're actually going to get two values for r. R could be plus or minus 2. Awesome. Okay? Which means now I want to find the 10th term. Okay? So the second part of the problem is going to be taking the r and finding the 10th term. So I'm going to want to go out 8th, 9th, 10th. The 8th term, the 9th term, the 10th term. Which means I'm going to take 384 right here and go 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go up from the 7th to the 10th term is 3. So I'm going to take the ratio, in this case, positive 3, positive 2 to the third power. Okay, so if we do our calculation on this one, 3,072. Or my ratio could be a negative 2. Okay, remember we got two answers over here. So when I do that, my solution could be negative 3,072. Okay, so you may or may not get two answers for those. Okay, again, we're going to build ourselves an equation, right, based upon our given information. That equation for geometric is going to be multiplication. Okay, when we did arithmetic, it was addition. These are going to be multiplication. Okay, all right, moving on. Next slide. Okay, something called geometric mean. Okay, geometric mean, if we have two positive terms, A and B, and we know it's a geometric sequence with exactly one term in between them, then the geometric mean is given by the square root of A times B. The square root of A times B. Okay? So if I'm going to find the geometric mean between two numbers, I have to know that there's one number in between. I need to know what the square root of 1/2 times 1/32 is, which is the square root of 1/64, which is 1/8. That's my geometric mean. So the key to those problems is using that formula right there. Square root of A times B. Okay? Now finally, sum of a geometric series. Okay? So now if we want to add these up, our formula is going to be A1 times 1 minus r to the nth over 1 minus r. Okay, that's the sum of a geometric series. That's the sum of a geometric series. Okay, so if we want to find the seventh term of a geometric series, okay, our formula is going to be the first term 3 times 1 minus r, which in this case is -2, to the 7th over 1 minus -2, right? My ratio over here is -2. Very important that we use parentheses, okay, all the time in these problems for our computation. Okay, that leaves me with 3 times, when I use my calculator here, I get 129 on the top, and on the bottom I get 3. Because I'm multiplying, I can cancel the 3's and get 129. Awesome. And our last problem of the day, remember, if it's written with, if it's written with a sigma, we are really adding up 5 terms. The number in parentheses is r. Okay. And to get A1, I'm going to put a 1 in for k. So 1/3 to the 0 is 1. Right? I need, in order to find the sum, I got to find A sub 1. Got to find r and n. Okay, so in this problem, I found r, I found A sub 1, and my n is 5. Okay. So I can go ahead and use my formula. A sub 1 times 1 minus 1/3, make sure you use parentheses, to the 5th over 1 minus 1/3. Okay. When I calculate that out, and I can use my scientific calculator, I get 121 over 81. All right, so a little overview of that section. So we can get to work. Page 895, 1 through 18. Okay, remember, tomorrow, okay, whoop, quiz, 12-1, 12-3. Thank you. Have a great day.